Hi guys, and welcome back to Influence, where we break money matters in a way that actually makes sense for your life. Today, we're diving into something that is much more deeper than savings or budgeting. It is the mindset. The mindset, the way you think about money. Because the truth is, it's not only about how much you make that shapes your financial future. No, the way you think about money, your approach to money also has a role to play in how your financial future plays out. So it is very important to pay attention to the key mindsets change or mindsets that we have that actually shapes our financial future. Today, I'll be talking about 5 mindsets that shapes your financial future. Let's get into it. Number 1 is habits, the small everyday things you do with your money. So a lot of people actually make enough money. It's not as if the money is not enough. It's just that they have come to develop some habits that silently eat away the money that they make. So things like impulsive buying, saying yes to every request, or not properly planning their expenses. But the truth is, these habits are actually formed by your environment. So let's say you grew up in a place where you see people spending money just as soon as they come in. That becomes your normal, and that looks as though as money comes into your account, you just spend the money. But the good news I have to share with you is that good habits can also be learned. The way you learn the bad habits, you can also learn the good habits. So things like proper budgeting, planning your expenses, planning your purchases, making savings for specific things that you want to do. That is how you create your the good habits that help you in your finances. So I would like you to just know that the things you do consistently, consistency is the key. The things you do consistently with your money are what matters and not what you do occasionally. So you see some people, they just try to, in self-righteousness, they try to budget at times and then they don't budget at other times. But the key here is consistency. So remember, the things you do consistently with your money are actually what matters. Number 2 is money trauma. I know a lot of people do not talk about money trauma, but whether I like it or not, somewhere softly underneath your consciousness, it is there. So for instance, if you grew up in a family where you always heard, there is no money, money don't grow in trees, or maybe there's always this expectation of crisis. That can actually inform or shape a mindset that defines how you think about money. Yes, I know it is always good to plan for money. I'm an advocate of planning for the future, planning money, right? But yeah, sometimes when you've already had this childhood where they have hit it your brains that hey, there's no money doesn't grow on trees, it tends to seep into your consciousness and make you have this trauma that you are not really aware of. That hey, I need to keep all the money I have, to the extent that even what you can afford, you do not spend on. So you need to check, what have I learned about money while growing up? And is it still serving me? Is it a good habit? Is it a bad habit? You should check and heal yourself from money trauma. Next is comparison. This is one of the biggest mindset changes that you need to make. The reason why I say this is because we're in the era of social media. Everybody's just posting all over the place. Hey, this is my new car, this is my new that, this is my new that. There is this tendency that you want to compare yourself. Even if you don't compare yourself, there's a tendency that people would compare for you. So I'll give you an instance. Let's say in an African scenario, or not even an African scenario, any scenario, you hear things like see your mate that is buying this, see your mate that is doing that, and then somehow it shapes a mindset of always trying to compare yourself with someone else. Because when you look on their social feed, you see this one posting Ferrari, you see that one posting that. Do not try that. Do not compare yourself. You do not have the full story as to how that person got what they got or what they're posting. Moreover, it can be a loan. It might be that they can't even afford it. They're just getting money from somewhere to finance a bogus lifestyle. So you need to understand your own financial standing and do not compare yourself, because comparison is a thief of financial peace. Next, I will talk about is lifestyle pressure. So when I mean lifestyle pressure, I mean the moment you start earning, there's this expectation from the community that, hey, you've arrived. You need to show that you've arrived. Like, you need to start living in a certain area. When you're trying to do your wedding, this is very common in the Afro community. When you start earning a certain amount, you need to show that, hey, I have arrived. You need to make sure your wedding is the talk of the town. You need to ensure that you live in a certain area. You need to ensure that anybody that comes your way from the extended family or your friends, you need to show that, hey, I'm the boss. Yeah, you might be the boss, but what are you building? Are you building stability, or are you building to show you're the boss? Because the truth is, the same people you are showing to, trying to show off to, trying to build a lifestyle to form a certain level, once the chips are down, nobody's going to look at you. They're just going to be like, well, yeah, it's another failed experiment. So do not live your lifestyle on 1 million when you're earning probably like 200,000 or 100,000. You need to actually live according to how much you're earning. You need to be intentional about how you handle your finances, and don't let any lifestyle pressure from anywhere to influence how you spend your money. Because at the end of the day, it still comes down to you. And the last but not the least is self-control. This actually summarizes, or I can say this encapsulates everything I've been trying to pass across on how your mindset, shapes your financial future. You need to have self-control. And self-control is not all about willpower. No, you have to add systems that will help support your long-term financial stability. So we're in an era where, everything is fast. You have your mobile banking, you have your debit card or your credit card, as the case may be. You have so many means in which you can easily spend your money. So you need to change, or you need to develop a mindset of self-control. You need to put in some checks. You need to put some systems that will help you achieve your long-term goals. Do not spend money the way it comes. You should ensure that you have maybe auto debit that sends money to your savings, have auto debit that puts money into different accounts. For me and my family, we have separate accounts for different things. So we don't just go into anywhere to pick money. No. And once our money comes in, we send those monies to different places. So you should set systems that would support your long-term goals. Because as I said earlier on, it still comes down to you. You own your future, you shape it. Whatever you do today, whatever decisions you take today, whatever smart decisions you take today about your money, that is what you're going to get in the future. It is not rocket science. You need to just shape the future today. So here's the bottom line. Your finances are a reflection of your mindset. So if your mindset is shaped by fear, comparison, or pressures, your money decisions will reflect that. But if you renew your mindset, start practicing good habits and healing from money traumas from your childhood, then you would see that money will start working for you. Remember, don't just chase more income. No, you should build a healthy relationship with money, with how you think about money. If this episode spoke to you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs this reminder. I'm here to make you wealth that will make sense for your life. Let me know in the comments which of these mindsets you're struggling with, and let's connect. Until next time, remain smart, make smart money decisions, and live a financially free life.